So do you think it's your karma that got me hurt?
My karma?
Yeah.
How's that?
Because you were filming me.
No, because you've always...
And God was like, I'm going to hurt this guy.
That was the first time you've ever got hurt with me filming you. Should I talk about how my license is suspended?
You have to tell the truth on the pod.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. It's official. This is the Fully Nuking podcast. Look at this cast.
Yep, solid crew.
Our cast is great.
To my immediate left is, well, not my immediate left, my adjacent left, Makki Films, the Margate Wonder.
I thought you were going to say Jordan first. Isn't she the one?
She's my immediate left.
I'm here. Okay.
And then to my immediate left, JVern.
Yay.
My loving wife.
Makki didn't clap
No one
again.
introduces me.
Oh, and this is...
And we got Big Dog Ben Gravy.
Yeah, good job, Makki.
Yeah, it feels good. It feels really good to get introduced. I swear. We might have to bring someone on just to introduce us.
Bring in Bruce Buffalo.
Bruce Buffalo bacon broth.
Who?
Biscotti.
The guy who does the fighting intros.
Oh, like Andrew Schulz guy?
Yeah.
I could do it.
That was smart. Andrew Schulz move.
I don't even know who he is. So
I feel like today I might be a little bit shadowed, but that's all right.
What do you mean?
Well, with the camera angle?
Oh, yeah, it looks a little dark.
Looks dark, but that's okay.
Oh, yeah,
we're testing new stuff out. There's a little bit of a new angle.
I mean, I think at one point we're going to have two angles.
Good morning, everyone.
One on me.
I think actually we should do one on you guys, one on me, or one on all of us.
Yeah.
One on me, then a tight shot on me.
No.
And then like a shot of just my mouth, like a tight shot.
No, you're too monotone to get
That'd
a
be
camera.
so weird.
The beef, the war rage is on.
What, about your monotoneness?
Yeah, this guy's acting a little monotone today.
What, me?
Yeah, we don't know what's going on.
We just started.
He's getting ready.
I often get in trouble for being too monotone, Makki.
Are you serious?
I don't get it.
He's monotone. I feel like I have inflection in my voice, but we can't talk about this.
Actually, you want to speak of Andrew Schulz? You want to talk about something?
He's monotone?
No. Me, Andrew Schulz, and Mark were sitting at the wave pool.
Yeah.
And I said something. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it was. It was some dumb thing that I was talking about. And Mark goes, that was a nice inflection. This guy's a stand-up comedian. I was like, all right, maybe I'm in the crew.
So it's important to be inflected.
Maybe I'm squad.
Squad.
I don't think this. I want this higher. I feel like if this was higher, I'd sit up straighter.
This is the only time I've ever heard Jordan sound low.
Maybe it's this thing.
What, in the mic?
Yeah, I always want to do ASMR.
I don't know, but I'm sounding pretty good.
Do you want to watch?
Do you remember the joke I told Andrew Schulz that he should have said on stage?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right, I'll lead it off, and then Makki can
Should you reenact it? Reenact it.
Yeah, so Andrew Schulz, we went to see him live in his stand-up. Pretty much he does crowd work. And he's just asking a guy in the front row what his name was, and the guy said, Joe. And Andrew Schulz
went into a thing.
Response was hilarious.
Yeah.
And then we go backstage.
Yeah, we got backstage.
Makki walks up to Andrew and says...
I said that he should have said Joe Mama right after that.
And then what did Andrew say
Andrew
to you?
loved it. Andrew loved it.
He said, what is this guy? What did he say? He was funny.
I forget what he said, but I just remember he loved it.
He loved it.
He was thinking about using it.
He was. Wait, did you know that we went to the wave pool and surprised him, and one of the first things he said to us was, "Where's Makki?"
No, he said, "Where's the rat?" Actually,
he did not.
100%. Yeah.
That's so funny.
The fact that Andrew Schulz, it's funny because we have some friends that are like, "Oh my god, you got to hang out with Andrew Schulz!" I want to come, aka Greaser, and it's just funny because he's really cool, but he has an obsession with you. That could be your that's a
sick.
big bragging, right?
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
I would be bragging about that to all your buddies because they all know who he is.
That's funny.
It's well, Andrew Schulz asked about me.
Yeah, Andrew Schulz is a big dog.
Yeah.
Did you hear that just spark in the mic?
I think it was because I was moving my stuff around, but I forgot to do my spiritual thing. We are about to get started. Before we begin,
Oh, yeah, has Makki been here for that?
let's take a moment to vibe.
I don't like this. He wants us to meditate.
Gather the positive energy of the universe. Bring it into your heart. Push it back out with your soul. Amplify it. Amplify it to the masses. believe in yourself, your deepest desires can become reality through positive thinking.
Ben?
This is so weird.
He's like, that could be a whole other channel. If you want to do a
That's
Ben Gravy
weird.
meditation
What
channel,
are you
go.
talking about? Tell me you didn't start going into another realm.
No, I was watching you go into another realm.
Mackie?
What?
Another realm?
I was going to another realm.
He's always
He
in
came
another
here in
realm.
another realm. All right, Jordan, go ahead.
I have nothing. What do you mean? Are we gonna get?
You're the comment person.
All right, I think we should get into the comments first. So
You gotta see. Talk about inflection. See, I have my line. I say, we're about to begin, but before we do, let's take a moment to vibe.
Okay, so now it's
You
like the
just say,
Okay, the comment section of the podcast. Drum roll, please. Comment.
yeah, buddy.
Well, we've been getting a lot more comments. I think Ben's injury is really helping this podcast channel grow.
Thank you.
Thanks for getting hurt, Ben.
Imagine if I broke my neck.
Well, then you couldn't really do anything. That'd be horrible. So at least it
I
was,
stand up.
at least it was just the thing. So okay, I'll read my first comment, and then everyone's gonna read a comment today. I didn't pick them all.
All right, which one you got?
Okay, I got one from Tyler Ramir.
Tyler.
Question.
Tyler.
Question, is it water or water? Prayers for you tomorrow, Benjamin.
Wait, the way he wrote that comment, is it just spelled water and water?
Yeah, no, water and
he should have just
water.
spelled it water and like, just
And
the
I
same-
would have said it.
Would you have understood it?
Yeah, then you still would have pronounced it differently when you read, like. You know
That's
what I mean?
true, because you read it faster than you actually say it.
That's
right?
an inflection.
Yeah.
Yeah, so is
Like
it...
same thing if somebody said, how do you pronounce it,
Same
Caribbean
thing.
or Caribbean, and just like wrote them the both.
You
I
would say
still
two-
pronounce
yes.
it two different ways.
That is so weird. Why do you think that is?
I don't know, just the brain.
The brain. Because how do you say Caribbean?
It depends on talking about the movie. It's Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes.
And then, yeah, man, I don't know.
That's facts, though, because
I always say Caribbean.
I say Pirates of the Caribbean.
I say Pirates of the Caribbean.
No, you don't. No one does. It's Pirates of the Caribbean. And then it's the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
See, it does sound so stupid.
It's funny. But how about water?
Okay, so
Water.
being
Water. Wooder.
well, I grew up.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Yes, I want some water ice. I grew up
Some
saying
water ice? Yeah.
yeah, water
I
ice.
say water ice. I say it different all the time.
I only say
I
water.
always say different. Depends on how I'm feeling.
Water.
So do you think it's like
Water.
Does anyone else other than South Jersey and Philadelphia people say
Water.
water?
I have
Water.
no idea. I don't really pay attention because I say them both
Both ways.
So when I hear somebody say it, I really don't like it. Doesn't.
I more frequently than anything say water,
No, you don't.
which is Wader.
Water.
Nobody says water, though.
Who? Well,
Water?
Maggie say like.
Water.
I say
Yeah.
water.
That's with a D.
Yeah, that's what the D.
Oh, was that with a D?
So you
Yeah.
don't say
Okay.
water with an
I
A.
mean, like,
Say
in my
water.
Head, it's different. Water. I
Yeah.
mean, that's weird.
Who would say that?
Water.
Yeah, like I don't think anyone from this area would ever say water.
I
Yeah.
don't think anyone in the United States would say water.
No, a lot of people. do.
Maybe
What
if
do
you were
mean?
in England.
England, they do. 'Cause
May
they,
I have some water?
They say water,
Water.
which is actually quite nice. Ours
It's
sounds.
very like fancy.
Yeah, like it sounds nice. Ours is like
Water.
water is water. Let me get some water. Well, what do we say? Sparkling water. No, if I'm at a
Sparkling
restaurant,
water.
I'm not
Sparkling
calling
water.
it water.
I mostly say
sparkling
water.
water.
I say club soda at a restaurant because I don't want to get into a water debate
I guess
in public.
That's weird.
So maybe I don't say water. No, I guess I say water.
Water, do,
Like,
do,
oh,
do,
I want
do,
some-
do.
Are there any other like words like that? There's gotta be.
You are
Right?
my
Bagel.
HTO.
How else do people say it?
Bagel.
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 Fraggle Rock.
There's a ton of words. What do you mean?
Wait, work with me
I've
here.
never ever heard anybody call a bagel a bagel.
Me too.
Me neither.
No, wait, that's
Churry and cherry.
No, what? That's
Cherry.
not. No.
Wait, listen to this. Listen to this. I made this up. Water, do, 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 do. You are my H2O.
Ben, this is horrible.
That was actually pretty sick.
Thank you.
Okay. How do you say pecan?
Pecan.
Yeah.
Pecan Sam.
Pecan. I say pecan. Pecan.
Like the-
I don't say pecan.
You don't say pecan, but what
Pecan.
would pecan pie?
Or
pecan pie.
Pecan pie. That's why.
What about
that's the first thing
pecan
I thought,
Sam or
how do I say
pecan
it?
pan?
Ben, you're out of the
What's his name?
conversation.
What's his name? Pecan Sam or pecan Sam?
All right, I have another. Shut up. Another one.
Yo, I'm gonna
Apricot.
I wanna raise some awareness right now. When I started the crew, and then when the crew gets together, I get ostracized from the crew.
Because like you're not
What
in.
is the ostracized, man?
Do you say
Maggie-
ostracized or
Ostracized.
ostracized?
Yeah, look,
All right, continue.
it means like he's like we gang up
Pushed
on him.
out,
Yeah, he's
okay.
pushed out.
I'm out.
All right. How do you say
Was there a lot?
apricot?
I don't even ever say apricot.
Apricot.
Data. Or
Data.
Data.
Oh, I say data.
Data.
I say data for sure.
I say both.
Adult is one. How
Adult.
adult or adult? I say adult.
I say adult.
So you say
Adult. It sounds weird.
Yeah.
Adult.
R. No, that's weird.
R or hour.
Either. I say either.
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 I say either a good amount, but I do say either as well.
Yeah, I say both. I feel like most of these I say both.
What about
Depends.
neither?
How
Neither,
about-
neither.
How about crayon?
Both.
Crayon or crayon?
Crayon. No, or crown. People say crown. Your mom says crown.
Crayon Royal.
Crown?
Yeah.
Really?
His mom
I
does.
say crayon.
Crayon.
Yeah.
I think
That's
your
weird.
mom says crayon. Crayon. Almond.
Almond.
Yeah, that's almond.
Almond.
I know. I don't.
Yeah,
I-
but what would you? How would you say that one? A
I
L.
think I say almond usually.
Almond, like that one.
That's almond and that's almond.
Oh.
almond.
Whoever
Almond.
says almond is
Cause like Al, like the name,
Oh.
like I mean, you can call me Al.
Yeah, like
Almond
almond.
almost smell.
No, almond.
Almost sounds like it should have two L's.
No, I say
like
almond.
almond.
You say almond? Ew. Maggie.
The way I say
The hell?
almond.
Do you say almond?
Almond.
Almond milk.
No. That sounds so stupid.
Yeah, maybe I don't.
All right.
Actually.
Let's move on. Speaking. That's a great segue into my
That was
comment.
great. All right. Yeah, was it?
My comment this week is from
It's like Ben Gravy.
Steve Howd,
Okay.
and it is milk! Exclamation point.
That's it.
Yeah. I just want to clear the air.
I love that for
I think
him.
he's saying that you need some milk.
I want to clear the rumors, guys. The week before I broke my collarbone, I was talking shit on milk,
And now, what are you
and I
drinking?
broke my collarbone.
That's what I'm
Oh, wow.
freaking.
I was saying, oh, I don't like regular milk. Dairy milk's gross. I love almond milk and almond milk and oat milk. and then I broke my collarbone. And since that day, I have been drinking whole milk, skim milk, and 2% milk every day. So
I
even though I'm like 40 years old and milk's not going to do anything for me, I'm still.
You're not 40, dude. You're not 40 yet.
no, but
7 years from it.
he's about to be
I'm going to be 34.
next week.
Yep.
We
Yeah,
got
that's
him a
crazy.
big birthday party at the house. Oh, you want to come over on Monday for? I
Yep.
think we're gonna have a birthday party for Nat.
My birthday's in 11
For Nat?
days.
Just like a dinner here.
Is Nat gonna be here?
Yeah, she's coming home.
Okay.
And her birthday's on Monday. And she said the only people she wants to hang out with is me, Ben, and
Nat.
Makki.
Okay, I'll hang out.
All right.
Monday, I don't think I'm doing since I got done work.
Yeah, and so we'll have dinner or something. I'll just make dinner. We can order a dinner.
All right, should we go into my comment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good segue.
I like this comment. He goes, Brandon Cox, like the name. Wonder if you relate to
Yeah,
Fletcher
Brandon.
Cox. That'd be pretty sick if you are.
Ooh.
Does Makki have a driver's license? And if so, what kind of driver is he? So I do have a driver's license right now, but it is suspended. If I want to go, I can go into a quick story about my whole driving career. When I got my license when I was 17, first failed the test, my driving test the first time because I did the whole drive with one hand, not realizing
No way.
not realizing how to do 10 and 2. And then I got my license the second time around, and then I went forever good. And then I lost my license in 2016 because I had a seizure, and I got lost for 6 months. And then just this past May, I lost it again for another seizure, and now it's going for a year. So I'll get it back in May.
May. And like, what do you have to
pretty
do
sure
to
May.
get it back?
Just show that I'm seizure free for a year.
Okay.
Do they ever lock you up for having seizures behind the wheel?
No,
Unless
No.
you were driving
Well,
when
I mean,
you
if-
weren't supposed to.
no, I don't think I could get locked up.
You know, like
No.
how if you get a DUI, like
Like if my license was suspended and then I killed somebody because I had a seizure and like crashed my car, probably I could get locked up. But
Yeah.
if my license isn't suspended and it happens, I think it would just haunt me.
well, I was just trying
Yeah.
to think of other things that you would go to jail for, like DUIs. Like 3 DUIs, you go to jail for like a certain amount of years or something.
Yeah. I think it's like 8, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know how long it is, but
And
Oh.
like 3 seizures.
I don't think it's like that.
No, he's saying it's not like that then.
I know. I'm wondering.
I think it's like I could only get in trouble if my license was suspended because of it, and then I had a seizure while I was driving.
So if anyone was mad at me about driving myself to the hospital, which they were,
I'd say Makki couldn't drive.
Makki's license is currently suspended, but even if it wasn't, I was still driving, I'll be honest.
Yeah,
well, people were bitching because
First of all, people were bitching
I wasn't driving.
that you weren't driving, and then they were bitching that I called my mom. Some people were trying to make fun of me, and I was like, and then some people were trying to make fun of me that I called my wife, and I was like, what? How you guys must be the toughest people on earth.
Yeah, who are you gonna
if you
call?
don't need to obviously my mom and my wife need to know that I'm hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the only two people that matter in life. Moms.
Crazy.
Two most important girls in your
world.
life,
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Nobody else.
I don't regret anything.
So yeah, of course not. So Makki,
Actually, that drive was probably safer with me behind the wheel.
Do you miss your caddy?
Also, there's one comment I saw right here too that said, "Great to hear Makki is doing so good. All the best. You've been through a lot and deserve the best. Thank you, Jim."
Wow.
Jim, you're a legend. Thank you.
That was really nice.
Yeah, that was really
Does he
nice.
know about you?
I'm guessing he's talking about the path to righteousness, and I'm sure he's probably watched the podcast of the car accident.
Wow, that's awesome. Does that
Makki.
feel good that you have like some
It is really
some
good.
fans?
It feels really good.
You have a lot of
Like
fans.
support, like gives me
Mac-
motivation.
Makki
Yeah.
has a weird life though, because Makki has tons of fans, but he weaves in and out of his stardom.
Yeah.
He's yeah, I don't really want to be a superstar this week, and he just ignores me for a week.
Yeah, and then other times he comes back full force.
Then he comes back and
I don't
just
know
runs the
about
show.
I don't know about that.
80s hair metal band style.
Are you kind of sad that you were on the path of filming all the time and being the guy, and
And you
then
were
Ben
back.
got hurt?
No, I mean,
Are you a little bummed?
I'm
Let's be
just
real.
bummed that Ben got hurt. It sucks because just for
There's been good waves.
for everything.
Do
it
you
sucks.
think that it's...
I got mad when I went up north with Ellis.
It wasn't
I
the
mean,
same.
Ellis got some good ones, but the whole time, I was like, wow, dude. I was like, there could be getting Ben would be in such better waves. I was like,
And I was just telling Jordan that Ellis rips the other day.
He's
yeah,
good,
I was rip. Yeah, he got that one that was really sick.
But it
That's
would have
sick.
been constant with
So
Ben.
do you think it's your karma that got me hurt?
My karma?
Yeah.
How's that?
Because you were filming me.
No, because you've always
And God was
never
like,
got-
I'm gonna hurt this guy.
That was
he's
the
filming.
first time you've ever got hurt with me filming you.
That's true.
Well, actually, no, because you hit your laying on the rocks in Ocean City during Teddy. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
At least you didn't get
That was the
severely
first time
hurt.
his karma hurt me.
No.
Then Mark split his.
Balls open. That was the craziest thing. I was there, and I was like, "Ma'am, I think he
Wait,
really got
Maggie,
hurt."
did you? Sorry,
No, go.
Maggie, did you read my caption?
On the what about the training?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you remember the training?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Keep your camera on the dead guy.
We talked about this.
Yeah.
We talked about this in the podcast recently.
And then my comment.
He did it.
I know. Do you think say it was the beginning of you filming, you would have stopped filming 5 years ago?
Maybe.
Right?
Maybe.
But now just don't ever.
Yeah.
Even if he's even if he was laying on the ground, he's like it.
And I wasn't even I just kept the
Like-
camera rolling. I walked up a little bit and
Yeah.
I was yelling.
Well, if let's be real, you're there to film. If I get knocked out,
You gotta get the footage.
it's your job to get the shot.
Yeah.
Nah. What if I was knocked down the short break and he was just zooming in?
And I'm like, who's
He's
gonna
like, someone's got to get him. I'm here to film.
I'm calling the ambulance. I'm like, you gotta get here quick. He's unconscious in the water.
As you're zooming in. That's classic.
Check the response time to 1 so.
Oh my God. Well,
Um,
at least Maggie got the footage. That was good.
I'm gonna
Just got
say
that out of
I'm
it.
gonna say after that experience, first of all, everything I watch, I think everyone's gonna get hurt the whole time. But I can't believe I haven't done this earlier at El Slamo. Dude, I've taken waves at El Slamo and gotten washed onto the jetty.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
onto the jetty.
Yeah.
It's just that exact place that you fell. It's just I don't know.
It's
It was just
crazy.
a brutal scenario.
Yeah.
Right?
With the way you got sucked with it and just
Yeah.
smashed on the sand.
It's crazy.
Just
It's just
stupid.
it's
And
also
the whole, it was literally at the very end. It's so brutal.
and it's also I can't believe that it actually broke, because I could have just
If you-
kind of
yeah,
tore
if-
something, sprained something.
If you were an inch in a different spot,
Yeah.
it would have probably been way different.
I was saying today, I was telling Hibby, I was 99 out of 100 times this would not have happened.
yeah.
99 times I would have been fine. It's crazy.
Probably more than that. But.
Yeah, the amount of times you fall and stuff, like you fall all the time. Surfing.
Yeah, and I always surf in shallow water, and I'm very risky.
Do you think going forward, like surfing in shallow water is gonna bug you out?
Yeah.
So you're probably not for a while.
I gain confidence really quickly though. So like I think like one.
I mean, my thing would be like not re-hurting it, but I wouldn't think like the same thing's gonna happen. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that would be like 1 in a million.
Well,
Unless
now,
you. Yeah.
Now I'm like, I was thinking like, oh, from now on I'm gonna jump off a different way, and then I was like, nah, because like, what if I landed on my ankle? Like if I broke my ankle, I'd be pissed. Like collarbone, bad, not the end of the world. Broke your ankle, brutal.
Broke your ankle is like, I mean, I fractured my ankle 8 weeks. It's the same.
It's the same
time.
healing, but it's
unless you have to get surgery.
not be able to
I didn't
walk.
have to get surgery. That'd be horrible.
Yeah. Shout out to Casey Willax.
Who got surgery?
Wow.
Broke his ankle, got surgery. He's like a week away from. I think he's on week 5 or 6 right now.
Oh, really?
He broke it kind of just before I did.
Yeah, that's so crazy. You guys are. What's his vlog schedule?
Broken boys. He's just been random.
Where is he?
California.
Oh, he's in California. I was gonna say if he was around here.
Or maybe he's in Connecticut. I don't know.
Yeah.
California, I think.
feel like, maybe.
Can I go grab a water real quick? I'm parched.
Yeah. Now he is parched. Now,
Parched
I would
or
say
perched?
Yeah.
Do you want one?
Nah, I'm all right. I'll
Yeah.
take one of those, actually.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Thanks,
legend.
Makki.
I'm going to do a wardrobe change.
All right, where's he going?
Bam. Is anyone feeling that like today's a very relaxed vibe?
I got a manicure and pedicure, so yeah, I'm relaxed. How about you, Makki? You had a nice lunch. You went to Isabella's?
Yes, I went to Isabella's.
Okay, how good is that place?
It's really good.
Did you get the soup?
I got the huevos rancheros.
Was it good?
That's it, yeah.
Okay,
What's that?
they have the.
It's some like Mexican. It's like 2 over easy eggs over like beans and a bunch of other stuff, and then like 2 fried tortillas at the bottom.
Yeah.
Crap.
It's good.
What did your mom
go
get?
to the brim.
Gosh.
Dude, that,
Look at it. Dude, it's bubbling. You know what that's called?
What?
The menisc.
yeah, that is right.
What?
The thing that like the lip, like when it,
The water can bulge over like 14% over top of your...
Really?
It's called the menisc.
What school did you learn that
Look it
in?
up. The School of Hard Knocks.
Where'd you learn that?
probably Northfield Community School, maybe.
The actual school. That's just funny. Northfield.
Jesus.
I learned on the street.
They're teaching you a lot in Northfield Community School. Did you learn a lot in mainland?
Yeah.
Well, this gets me into my next segue.
What's that?
Wow.
That was a really good one.
segue
Into.
Ew.
I saw this on TikTok and I thought it was a really good question. If you could tell your high school self one thing, what would you tell yourself?
Damn, I don't know.
Well, now let's think. I mean, I can go first because it was my question.
Yeah.
but-
Go ahead. I'm baffled right now.
Okay, so I actually have always thought about this, not just because I saw the TikTok, but you're turning me down. My high school self would be a lot less anti-high school. Then I would be involved in all of the things because I was very much like, I'm not going to play sports in high school. I'm not going to get involved in the clubs. And like, I wasn't preparing myself for like college either. I was just kind of like floating by in school. And like, I was, I enjoyed high school. I like, had a lot of fun. But I feel like I would have been more social.
So you said be more involved.
Yeah, like just be more involved and like really take advantage of what high school has to offer because like I just I didn't do that kind of stuff. And then I look back and I'm like, oh, I should have played a sport and I should have started a club. Or,
I would say that too. I mean, I'm not going to steal yours. I'm going to find something else. But like, advice to a Grom would be don't be over everything.
Yes,
because I was always
everything.
Like lame.
Yeah.
Thought that was lame. This is lame. You learn so much by not being too cool and by getting involved with stuff.
Yeah. And I was always acting like I was too cool and like thought like, and I probably would have studied harder because I studied really hard in college and I did really well, but high school I was like that person that was getting like I was good at like 2 subjects and the rest I was getting like C's and D's, like horrible.
I'm trying to think back, but like I was so dedicated to my craft when I was in high school.
Yeah.
I surfed and I made videos, I made DVDs, and I edited like a month.
Well, what would you just tell your younger self? Because like you were homeschooled, so high school is a little different for you.
I don't want to be generic, but I would just tell myself like it's gonna work out. Like don't give up.
Yeah.
But Because, like, dude, obviously I've had so much doubt in my life.
Yeah.
I mean, no one, there was no clear path for me to become successful doing what I'm doing. So it looks like it now, but I mean, think about it. YouTube didn't come out till I was a senior in high school. So pretty wild.
Yeah. How about you, Makki?
I'd probably tell myself, don't go to San Diego for college.
True.
And don't take that Nicaragua trip.
Wow.
I was that one either. That's all I'd say.
Yeah, but you're still here, dude.
You're still here.
Yeah, I'm still here.
But do you learn stuff?
But then I
from
wouldn't
it?
have epilepsy.
Oh, true. Well, maybe you would have got a different way.
What'd you say?
Couldn't you have gotten a different way?
Do you think if
No,
you'd
I
never
don't think
got epilepsy, we wouldn't have met?
Well, yeah. I mean, we talked about in the first podcast how, like, if I never got in that car accident and never came home,
you would still be in San Diego.
yeah, I would still be in San Diego. But I would say don't even go to San Diego. So I'd
Really?
be here the whole time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And like just go to
Because
school.
then I would eventually would have moved out to Margate anyway with Danny because
Well-
Danny never went to college. So
yeah.
Dude, we talked about, like, how I actually, like, MTV picked up a TV show that I was supposed to be on when I first met Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
What if they never canceled it? Like, what if
Yeah.
I lived in California to
Yes.
this day?
like Rob Dyrdek.
Dude,
Yeah.
and what if I never did novelty waves?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy to think about.
Your career would have been
Yeah.
a lot different.
It'd be washed
It'd either
up.
be really good or
So you'd be
washed,
washed
up.
up.
Yeah.
And
Dude, I
we-
mean, you can't just get an MTV show these days and blow up. It
Yeah,
doesn't work.
facts.
It doesn't
No, it doesn't
work
work.
like that.
and we wouldn't be together. Because I was not staying with you, boy. Hell no, I didn't want to date someone that wanted to move to California. It's so far. California doesn't have it in me. Like, yeah, like
Yeah, it's
when
hella far.
you went to San Diego, were you like, was it because other people had gone before you? Like, what was this dream of like California?
Yeah, I had a bunch of friends.
South Jersey.
I had friends already out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was going out with like Sean, Drew, Jackson, and Jack Dennis.
How
Dude,
many people lasted?
The only people that lasted were Drew and Sean.
And they're still out there.
No. Well, Sean finally just came home.
Sean
And-
T?
Yeah, Sean T. And Drew Drew still lives out there.
Drew lives out there.
I'm
Okay,
pretty
so
sure,
one
yeah.
person.
Well, there is a point when, like, every single person I knew from Ocean City, New Jersey, lived in San Diego.
Yeah.
And I used to stay with Chris Kelly and Kevin Defoni and Mark Richards, and they're, like, A5 lived there.
Yeah.
This kid, Earl, that actually ended up passing away, lived out there. Like, so many, like, dozens
Yeah.
of people.
A lot of South
It's
Jersey
pretty
people out
wild.
there.
Yeah, it was nothing like where I went to high school. Everyone just went to like the not local, but like went to
Local
very
colleges.
East Coast schools. Like if it was Catholic schools, like a lot of Villanovas, a lot of St. Joe's, like just like all that
Yeah.
Temple. Like everyone went close by, which is kind of weird. I do wish that I went to like Florida for school. I think that would have been cool.
I
I had a lot of friends that went to Florida.
Right? I feel like
Yeah.
Florida's it's close enough. You're 2 hours away on a flight.
Yeah.
And it's warm. I don't know. It would have been a cool experience probably.
I give a lot of credit to those kids who had, like, aspirations to go to college and, like, start a life and, like, do things. I had the weirdest aspirations.
And you didn't.
Like, I never wanted to go away to college, ever.
Yeah, me either.
I used to have those aspirations.
But you did. You
Yeah.
went. So that's pretty crazy.
I remember when I first went out to my first flight out to San Diego for going to school out there, I posted like a picture of my original Instagram just called like Zay Makki that said, it was like a picture of the plane and it said first of many flights like hashtag SDACO. Only flight I ever took out there. I think it's the funniest of all
Wait,
time.
how did you get back home? You had to drive?
No, drive back home. No, right after the accident. Wait, what do you mean?
No,
From
he
where?
took a flight back, but
You
he
did,
didn't.
like,
He
I
never
didn't know,
flew.
maybe
He
you weren't
never flew
allowed.
back out.
Yeah, because I stopped going to school there.
But
It's actually
yeah, but that's
yeah.
why you can't be calling stuff too early. Like that.
Yeah, I know.
That was a heavy
That was a heavy
claim.
claim.
Looking back,
That was a heavy lift, yeah.
I still got it up. I go back and I laugh at it sometimes.
Oh
when
my
he's
God.
feeling down.
So how many classes did you end up going to?
What's that?
Like how many classes did
Well-
you end up were you there for like what, 2 months and then the accident?
Yeah, I was midterms just ended.
Oh, okay, so around this time.
Yeah, it was in November. So it's been officially, it was November 2015. So it's been 7 years exactly.
Wow,
Yeah.
7
Wow.
years since it. I mean, look, you're still here and you're doing good on the path.
Makki.
So you can
Yeah.
say like you're about to be 8 years sober, right? So our lives changed like this around the same time, dude.
Kinda
8
crazy.
years?
Yeah.
What am I?
You're
The lot.
10?
Oh, you're 10?
No, you're like 11
Oh, really?
or 10.
I
Yeah,
thought-
10.
I got
you're
you were
3
only
years.
1 year above him.
3 years younger than me.
3 years
Longer.
long.
3 years longer than me.
I celebrated 3 years when I met Ben, so I'm 3 years ahead of you.
Yep.
So what does that mean?
11?
So you're at 11.
Because I got I was thinking I was still at like 8.
We should get some like little pillows for these stools.
I know.
Ah.
Well,
Your butt hurts?
It was hard to pick this.
All right, so 10 years.
Let me see. I'm just looking.
Here, I have mine.
What's May? 5?
Yeah.
05.
You got to get this at.
You know, my half birthday
Jordan.
was a couple days ago.
Really?
Jordan.
Yeah, I'm 25
Oh, wait.
and a half.
I'm sorry, Jordan. I messed up. It's not 8 years. It's 7 years.
Oh, you're about to be 7 years.
Jordan.
Yeah.
That's why you were so thrown off.
We literally, our lives changed together at like the same exact
time.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Wow.
I'm 6 years, 10 months, 23 days, 4 hours, 1 minute, and 2 seconds.
I'm 8 years, 6 months, 4 days. So
Wait,
this
you can
year,
say the exact time that you have a last drink? What time did you put in?
I put in midnight of Christmas
Okay.
because I was home before midnight on the 24th.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was like 11 years. Like, god damn, I'm old. 8 years. I've been sober for 8 years. That's really long, though.
That's crazy.
And you're gonna be like, have I been sober the whole time?
Have I? I was just on medicine for my injury.
Yeah,
Have
but
I?
that counts.
Sobriety is a
No, Maggie, you have
mindset.
not been sober this whole time. Oh my god. No, sobriety's not a mindset. You have to actually be sober.
No, I know, but my point is, yes, I took drugs for my pain,
Drugs.
but I wasn't taking these drugs to alter my mind.
Yeah.
So
It's
not a mindset, but it kind of is.
You're actually using them for the medical needs.
Yeah.
You're not
Oh, yeah.
using them. Question: Can we talk about what are those? Can we talk about that?
Oh.
Oh, you want one?
What are they?
What do you
They're
mean you want
fully
one? They're
Nuking
for
Wave of the Day
something.
awards.
I mean, I would love one that looks sick.
I have this good idea that when we go to Swells, we're just gonna
Give them away.
give them to people.
Can I get one?
You got to get the Wave of the
I
Day.
have to.
You have to go out right now and get the wave of the day.
Dude, you should. I got the wave of the day on last Saturday. You
I
should
didn't see it.
Yeah, nobody got the film of it. Ellis didn't want to film.
There you go.
Wow, then
So-
you filmed him.
No, I did not surf. I actually was thinking about bringing my board and my wetsuit up, and then like in the morning I was just like, ah.
Were the waves actually good though? Like, did we miss
Yeah,
it?
they were pretty good.
Yeah. Was everyone out?
People were blowing it.
Oh yeah.
I didn't see any of like the boys. They were all somewhere else.
Yeah, but you just went out.
Chank and Billy came to my beach in like midday, and then they left. They didn't even surf.
Oh, they didn't. They weren't
Well,
back.
Perfectionists.
They were surfing Risdens before.
They're always like searching for the perfect wave, and they get out and they leave, and then they never get waves.
How annoying is that?
I just go out if it looks pretty good. I go out and I just get
Always.
bombs.
Yeah, there were bombs
Not
where I
worried
was.
about it.
Nobody was really getting them though.
I could see why. Like, I always question why you didn't want to be around. Like, why you wouldn't want to be around people. Because I'm like, why wouldn't you want to be like surfing with his friends? But oh my god, surfing with like 5 people is like the most annoying thing ever.
Well,
like, and I don't even surf.
I'll be
that.
honest. The main reason I surf by myself is because of people's negative energy.
Well, negative.
I
just gotta be a
need,
savage.
I don't need people's input.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm not gonna get the wave of my life in New Jersey, so I'm just gonna go out. Like I'm
Yeah.
gonna go get barreled. Like I think people get too caught up in thinking that, oh, I gotta go find something better than this. I'm gonna go get the best wave of my life. Like I know for a fact I'm not getting the best wave of my life in New Jersey, so I'm just gonna go surfing.
Yeah.
And then me and Makki
True.
just surf and stack clips. Like it's like
Stacking
size wise, I've surfed way bigger waves. So it's like for me, I'm looking for the best shape. I don't care how big the wave is.
Yeah.
It's like if it's a bomb, yeah, that's good.
It's always just gonna. Yeah, it's never gonna be that big, right? Because
Yeah.
I don't know. What wave is that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that Chank's or Max?
That's max.
Max.
That's point.
Chank still does this, right?
I don't
I
know.
don't know. I think so. We got one from last year.
That's such a depressing calendar.
Oh, I had Chank's hanging up in
Huh?
my. I haven't flipped it
What do you mean?
probably since like May.
Why?
Because that was what my month was supposed to look like.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
you thought I was talking smack on Matt?
Yeah.
No, because that's what my month was supposed to look like.
I
Look,
know.
road trip into Florida, Cocoa Beach Foam Wreckers,
Yeah.
Texas Foam Wreckers, Kelly Slater Wave Pool, 1 year anniversary in Disneyland.
Wait, damn! You guys were going to Slayer's wave pool?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. That's so crazy.
That's
Ugh.
heavy.
Would have been a good time.
Who were you guys going with? Like, who was inviting you?
Slater.
Were you guys like for free or were you guys paying?
These people.
He paid me.
Oh, Proud Source. You guys did tell me
Nah,
about
Proud
that.
Source was going to bring
I
us.
think you did tell me about
Shout
that.
out to
Shout
Proud
out Proud Source.
Source.
Sorry.
Hey, we got some
That's so
exciting news that we're not going to be able to talk about.
Wait, we have multiple exciting news.
Actually, we do have some exciting news we can talk about. Let's start off with this. Makki, you have to commit right now. Sign the contract. Sign the contract. 12 Days of Christmas podcast. We're going 12 days straight.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
And we're going to give away a Ben Gravy Sector 9 board every single day of the podcast
Are we just going live every day?
to our favorite comment.
I don't know what we're gonna do. we have to figure that out, but we're getting 12 Sector 9 boards to give away.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so, tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your brother, tell everybody that.
Maybe we'll just do like 11 days of Christmas and I'll get the 12. I'm joking.
Well,
maybe. Actually, I do have a present for you that we can go check out after this.
Yeah?
When I drop you off at home.
Epic.
Remember that shipment I got to the house in Margate?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of stuff
Margate
there. But yeah, so that's going to be exciting. You guys look forward to us
Giving you guys presents.
Giving you guys presents.
And Sector 9 is giving for no reason, just out of the kindness of their hearts.
Exactly. So we're going to start on the 5th, I think. So next podcast, we'll talk about it because I think we're going to start the 5th.
It's not going to actually lead up to Christmas because we have too many responsibilities around that. So we're going to do the 5th.
I think we're going to do
the 5th to the 17th.
Yeah, I think.
Of December. And we're going to podcast every day. And every day, if you leave a comment, you have a chance to win.
Out, like this today is like you comment this, like the whatever.
I think we're just going to do random comment generator though.
Oh, okay.
And then like follow Sector 9 on Instagram too, just to be nice. It's not part of the contest. You don't have to, but
yeah, Sector 9's hooking us up, so we're excited.
The other exciting news
is what?
Should we talk about it or no?
I have a question. What if you do random comment generator and like God forbid there's somebody like talking smack in the comments, and would you do it again? Would you give it to that person?
I'd give it to him.
You give it to that person?
Yeah, I pitched this thing to Red Bull when I first was working with him, and I was like, Ben Gravy starts with his haters. Like, we go charge big waves with like 10 people that hate on me, and I see how they take the waves.
That's funny.
Well, it's when like do you ever remember like the gnarliest thing you've ever got hated for? Like, have you ever remembered a comment that stuck with you and been like, wow, they really hate me? Like, I can remember some, so I'm just wondering.
Not really.
No? No,
I'm sure comments have bothered me more than others, but, like, I can't specifically think of anything.
Have you ever gotten hate comments, Makki?
Not that I know of.
Mackie's like...
Wow.
I feel like if anything, like, it's people just throwing, like, jokingly making fun of me.
The problem is
Wow.
most hate comments are jokes.
No. I don't believe that.
Oh, okay. I do.
I don't. I mean, if someone's joking, someone's joking. I think a hate comment.
Most recently, comments that I do remember is, once again, how tough people are.
Oh, yeah.
People are... I was good for like 10 days, and then my Instagram post started getting a couple people, and my vlog started getting a couple people that were like, Psh, must be his first broken bone ever, dude. I broke my neck, my skull, my teeth, both my legs, and I walked to my mom's house.
Like,
and I'm like, no, you didn't,
no one did
dude.
That.
Like, I handled that as good as you could possibly handle.
Yeah, like, imagine me. I would be screaming, crying, flailing.
I've seen people break bones. They do not act that calm.
Now, I will say, when I broke my bone, I was pretty screamed, but I was fine.
I couldn't imagine how I'd never broken a bone like that. Broken my skull, but I was unconscious for that, so I don't even know how.
True, like you don't know.
You'd handle it well.
You think so?
Yeah, you're pretty chill. It's just I wonder how your pain threshold is.
I don't think I have that big of a pain threshold.
Mine's big. I have a high pain tolerance.
I don't know if I do.
Let's test it.
No, what punch me? Bam, bam,
bam, bam.
There's other exciting news. I recently had a phone call with Sam Ash.
Ben, you can't say all exciting news.
Who's Sam Ash?
Sam Ash, music stores.
Music?
Like guitars and stuff.
And we may or may not have struck a deal for them to sponsor all new equipment for the podcast.
Oh,
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, dude.
That'd be super official.
Yeah, dude.
That'd be super sick.
So, yeah, that's really exciting.
So big ups in our future.
Yeah, like
huge ups.
Our podcast is. Let's see how many people we have now.
Hey, now. This is a podcast. Dude, what is this podcast about, actually, Jordan?
Everything.
What do you mean right now?
That's what the guy was asking me, and I was like, I think it's a lifestyle podcast.
Yeah.
I was like, I think we're not trying to define it. Cause
like, when you ask Joe Rogan what his podcast, when you ask somebody, like, what's Joe Rogan's podcast about, it's like everything. Just like you talk about.
I could see you.
His is like an interview style podcast, right? Because does he even not ever have someone he's interviewing?
What does he like even really interview them? They just go and talk about
about like comments.
about their lives and what they do.
Yeah. Well, right now it says we have 9,790. That's awesome. I think we should be posting. Well, I think the 12 day of Christmas is really gonna
bump us up
a little bit.
El Bumpo.
El Bumpo.
El Bumpo.
You think you're gonna have an El Bumpo?
No, my El Bumpo's gone.
Oh. Well, I have other things that we could talk about.
Other things?
I don't know. It is like a lifestyle vlog, but I feel like we are just figuring it out. And I think, honestly, we have gotten a lot better from like when we would do it sporadically to now like all the time, and
Yeah.
I feel like we're better at talking and better at kind of coming
Yeah.
up with stuff to say. It's
You guys don't realize that this is me training you
ew.
to be good on camera. What do you mean,
I am
ooh?
good. I feel like
Ooh.
I am good at camera.
Okay.
I
All
feel
right.
like-
So, yo, what if there's a 15-person production crew? Mics, bang, lights,
would you
camera,
do?
action, go, Makki.
I would kill it.
That's it. What would you do?
So nice.
Go.
I need a script, dude.
No, this is non-scripted.
Oh,
Go.
you want me
action.
to just like
Like a
improv it?
reality TV.
Like I would be like, ladies and gentlemen, here we are down on the beach. We have discovered that there is potentially a poltergeist on this sunken barge right here, and we are going to go inside and we're going to find
So
this ghost.
What is the a poltergeist? Is it ghost?
Yeah, good.
So this is a ghost hunting show.
I'm like, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters.
Now that would be copyrighted, so you have to come up with something else.
And
Makki.
The poltergeist busters.
I would be so bad on camera. I don't ever really want to be ever on a TV show.
I will say, I did the
Imagine how bad
I
I
did the
did.
Red Bull Rapids,
Yeah, and I still want to see that.
and I was nervous. I was so nervous. I was like a real deal announcer, and it was shot live as if it was live. There's no
When was that?
October.
You were supposed
August?
to, you got invited. Oh, you did almost got invited, but
I almost invited you, but you told me that there was a game, so I just said, he doesn't need to know about it.
yeah, that was cool. I didn't go.
Anyway, I was doing live announcing, and it was gnarly. I was so nervous, but I did good.
I was right before Halloween, right?
No, that was like summer.
August. Sorry.
Oh
thought it
yeah, I was.
October.
I went to the Eagles' first home game, and then I went to the one right by Halloween.
Yeah.
Nice.
The game that we went to was kind of boring. The Steelers game.
Yeah, because they just. I mean, besides like AJ Brown's touchdowns.
Yeah,
those
like
long
it was
passes,
just like boring.
yeah.
Eagles
I
8-1.
early.
And I'm not. Yeah, I didn't leave early because I was like, well,
Oh, I actually about
Pay
that.
for these.
I just had that feeling right before the game. I was like, the Eagles are gonna lose this.
You
game.
did not bet against Eagles.
I put the Commanders negative. It was as most I could go on the Commanders negative 2.5 spread, meaning they have to win by at least 3 points for me to win.
and they did.
And I couldn't even. I wanted to bet more, but they didn't allow more than that. Like I couldn't bet on them to win by 10 points or anything like that. And it was. I bet them. It was 50 to win like 200.
So would you win?
$200.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So you're up right now.
But I was so mad because they won.
Career.
They
or-
won by 11 points, and I literally
You were gonna
if,
put 10.
if they let me bet that the 10, I would have gotten so much more.
So when's the bet have to be in like 5
I
minutes?
feel
before the
like they
game?
knew. I feel like they weren't doing that because they knew that it was going to be like that, and they'd be like, "This would be way too much of a payout if people bet on it."
You
Well-
gotta watch the documentary about the rigged
referees in the
referees
NBA.
in the NBA. It's so good.
It's on Netflix or something.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's called Flagrant Foul.
Yeah.
And
check it out.
the guy's literally from Philadelphia who did it. And like I mean, we learned like that most NBA referees, there's like about, I don't know, there's only 50 in the country, and a lot of them are from Delco. Isn't that funny? But
Delco.
it's pretty much like, you know, they talk about he was doing something illegal, but then the back part of it was also that the NBA pretty much tells you, this person can get fouled tonight a lot, or if
Like
this
they'll be like,
person,
"Oh, Michael Jordan, you're not calling." They had this like 2-step spin move thing, and then they would dunk, and like they called it on everybody else as a travel except for Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
And like the guy that owns the NBA was like, "That you're not calling that on Michael Jordan."
But like
period."
some nights they'd be like, don't call that as a foul. Call this as a foul. So it would help out this team. It would help
That's
out that
crazy.
team. So like,
so the NBA is like rigged.
you know, yeah.
Yeah.
And the documentary, but in any sports, it's rigged. They were showing that like the freaking.
Well, surfing's rigged.
I mean, yeah, serving's rigged,
Yeah.
but they were showing that
Everything's rigged.
the Commanders, what like the fouls that they were
Oh
doing.
yeah, when he ripped the face mask and they didn't call
Oh
it.
yeah, I know.
And, like,
And then the guys.
my
were like,
dad was freaking out about that, but I mean, if they don't see it on the, I guess like they should have saw it on the field, but
But they
Yeah.
showed
they're
the
not-
guy was
they're-
right here, the referee.
they're not allowed to call that flag after they can see it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they're reviewing it to see whether he fumbled or not. They can like see the face mask on the review, but they can't just walk out and throw a flag after the play.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
That,
So
for
they-
that,
If they don't see it on the field, it's over.
yeah.
But that's how they get away with cheating.
Um.
You know
Well,
what I
But
mean?
the commentators were talking about right after, they like, we gotta change this rule because like that's obvious that you see that in the
Yeah.
review. So like yeah,
Oh,
wait,
that
it was
would
a
be smart.
15-yard penalty, right?
yeah, and that
I think they should be able to watch the review and say, we recalled it, you got a 15-yard penalty.
Well, they never
and-
called it on the field. They say
and if
now
they
you
call-
have to call it on the field.
if they called
Yeah.
that a face mask, I'm pretty sure the fumble, maybe the fumble wouldn't have counted. I don't think the fumble would have counted.
Oh, yeah,
And
because
the
you
Eagles
can't
would-
take him down
Yeah,
like
the Eagles
that.
would kept the ball.
Yeah, it wasn't fair. He literally pulled him down by
Yeah.
his face mask.
So that's what I'm saying. And, like, how easy, like, going back to surfing, like, it's so easy to throw an extra 0.5. And people will, like, be like, come on. But, like, there's that wiggle room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Like, you can still argue it.
Well, I think surfing could be the most like corrupt sport
Yeah, it's very,
I don't-
very, very objective.
I don't think.
I mean, subjective.
Subjective, yeah, because it's like at least when you're in a team sport and you have a lot of eyes watching, that it's harder to get away with the stuff that they get away with.
Yeah.
And now, if you're in surfing, I mean, the amount of people that watch it, no one.
What sport do you think has like the no rigness to it?
Like golf.
Golf. I was thinking like tennis.
No, tennis, they call a lot of crazy things.
Do they really? I thought
Yeah.
tennis the only thing that matters whether
No, they get. You ever see?
you hit the line and they came in with the camera that like shows exactly where it hit.
You ever
What?
see the players get so mad though?
Okay,
I
so
thought it's at themselves because they're sucking.
think about
I don't
what
know.
sport has the
Maybe.
least amount of calls made.
I'm saying like golf.
Is there
Well, yeah.
someone telling you, "Oh yeah, that
Golf.
was good, golf, you're good," or everyone just knows?
No,
They-
golf is just where the ball lands. That's all
Yes,
that
there's
matters.
nothing-
So then that's
the only way you
probably
can
the least
cheat
rigged.
is if like your ball is like a certain
Balling?
way.
They
Yeah.
probably do weird stuff with like weighting and like.
Oh, probably,
they
but
do, like weird stuff.
in general, like I don't think you can't really get away with cheating.
Yeah.
But like every other sport, I mean, what other sport could you not? Hockey, everything you can get away with cheating.
Yeah. I mean, look at the Astros.
Exactly. Now, ma'am, they cheated.
Yes, they did.
But the Phillies sucked. Oh God, I can't. Don't get me started.
Yeah, but
I
was
can't
that
believe the
rigged?
Phillies lost.
Like that seemed rigged.
I don't know.
How do you go from a
no-
7-hit game
To no hitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Like
Doesn't
you're
make
on
sense.
fire.
Yeah,
like
at
you're
home.
stoking.
At
like,
home, yeah.
Like I'm. Here,
know,
put it this
Joey.
way: if I serve really good on Wednesday and the ways are the same on Thursday, I'm gonna rip.
Yeah, there's
Like,
nothing stopping you that next day.
Because I'd be like, dude, I bodied it yesterday. I know exactly what to do. I'm confident. I guess if the pitcher's that good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
it.
know.
What I have a question about surfing. What is it about some like I feel like American surfers like don't have a lot of followers, but then you like I was looking at that Pedro Scooby
Brazilians.
and Brazilians. He has 6 point something. He's married to a model. He's rich as hell. And I'm
Well-
like, he has pictures. He's like, there's a picture of Pedro Scooby with like thousands of dollars, like a rapper, and he's like, it's not about showing off. It's about uplifting or something. That's his post. And it's
well,
like, wait, how is he making that much money
first-
when no one in surfing makes that much money?
First of all, the United States is full of the most haters in the world, but in Brazil they back each other heavily.
Yeah.
But you also have to think Rio de Janeiro has a population of 8 million, and Sao Paulo has a population of 6 million, and those are huge surfing towns.
Yeah.
And those people back, like Gabriel Medina's backed as if we would back a baseball player here. Like people,
Really?
are, like he's a national hero. Like in the U.S., like Kelly Slater's not even really.
Yeah.
You know, like ESPN's like not like look at this guy's record.
No,
like,
they don't even talk about him.
They don't.
Yeah, like Gabriel Medina has 10.6 million followers.
Yeah.
That's
Like
not.
that's insane.
But I also think it comes down to how supportive they are of each other because like Brazil, like
Yeah, that's definitely what it is.
you're like an underdog. You know, like they band together to support each other. Here, it's like so much jealousy.
like who's a
I
big
feel
surfer from America?
Kelly
Kolohe
Like, but not Kelly Slater because he's like so. How do you spell Kolohe?
Griffin.
K
I'll just
O
do Griffin. Griffin.
Colapinto.
Yeah, he has 277,000 followers.
Yeah, maybe if he was Brazilian, he might have like 2.7 million.
I mean, and like I was looking at the Scooby guy because I was just like,
Scooby Doo.
I was just looking. I didn't know he was married to like such a pretty girl, and his Instagram's really interesting. And he has these crazy like he's on the cover of Bazaar magazine, of Vogue magazine, like in Brazil, but still, and like he has these like crazy deals with like these really really high end companies.
Yeah.
And it's so interesting because then like that doesn't translate here, but he's on the same tour as everybody else.
I actually didn't know that he was that big or even that big into big wave surfing until like 2 years ago. But then I saw he was getting
his wife's hot.
easily some of the best waves at Nazareth.
Yeah, she is.
Like easily.
Yeah, no, he's insane.
He blew my mind. Actually.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of the guy from Bad Bunny. He looks like Bad Bunny. Now he was married to a 40-something-year-old woman. Now he's married to
Now,
a
Makki,
35-year-old woman.
What?
Now Makki dips into the 50s.
Yeah, exactly. So, but look, he's like on all these covers. I don't know. I'm
Oh
just
my
very
God.
interested in this guy because it just doesn't make sense to me. Because like surfing here is just like you're nobody, literally.
It's
Yeah.
interesting. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because even like Europe, surfers aren't big in Europe, right?
Not really.
Yeah, definitely not.
No, but they don't. That how many sports is like Europe at?
Well, Europe has
Soccer.
soccer, yeah.
But they're
And
gonna
we have
Football.
like we have football.
yeah.
The world
Yeah.
has soccer because Brazil has soccer too.
And that gets us into guitar, our next starting point.
Let's talk about it.
No, I don't know. I don't want to feel. I don't feel like looking up the article, or should
Okay.
I?
No, it's
Nah, I
all
feel
right.
like it.
Whatever.
I don't know. I just found that interesting because surfing is just like such a forgotten sport. I feel like.
The
Yeah.
unsung heroes.
I mean, in America it is.
right?
Yeah.
Well,
Because in Australia, it's huge. Right?
But like, is it? Are those guys like
yeah.
huge?
No. It's more nationally recognized, though. But
Yeah.
then again, like, remember what we discovered?
What?
The population of Australia.
Oh, yeah. It's like only, what, 25 million?
Yeah, it's very small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have 110 more million people than them, or 115 more.
So you think the population really has to do with it?
I don't know. Think about it. There's 100 million people in the U.S. How many of those people live on the coasts?
Yeah.
So you would think that if this is like Brazil, like would the entire East Coast follow Kelly? Right?
No.
He's the GOAT.
Yeah.
He's the man.
Yeah.
I follow him.
Yeah.
Wouldn't the whole East Coast
I
be
think I
like,
follow him.
Kelly's an East Coast surfer, I'm going to follow him.
Yeah.
But he only has 2 million followers,
Yeah.
or 3 million.
Yeah.
So it's like, obviously people aren't like that here.
No, we definitely don't
Yeah.
back our athletes as much. I mean, I looked at all the Phillies players; they had no following.
Well, I
Like
can't
the Phillies players
believe
had like 20,000,
Was
17,000.
Bryce Harper at?
Bryce Harper's a couple hundred, but not even 200 maybe.
did that guy
But he doesn't
Suarez,
post.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
the guy Suarez though, that
Yeah.
pitched like the amazing game, he had like 6,000 followers.
Yeah, he had like no followers.
Really?
And
That's
it's so
crazy.
interesting. And that's not just for our team. That was like the Astros and the Yankees, like all these players, like they don't have following. Yes, if you are A-Rod and all those big time people at one point, you're going to have followers. But like probably golfers too. I mean, basketball players, no one knows,
Yeah, I doubt
That's
golfers
crazy.
have many followers.
right? Well, golf is one of the biggest sports in the
Well,
world.
in America,
Well,
and then you can think like in America.
Check how many Tiger Woods has.
That's it.
I'm gonna
Does
check
Tiger Woods
Michael
even have it?
You guys know they said the Earth just hit 8 billion people.
No, and we're one of them.
I've been
Yeah.
claiming 8 billion for a while though, so
Yeah.
Really?
I was already ahead on my statistics.
Well, Tiger Woods has a fake Instagram. The
Why?
official Instagram of Tiger Woods. Like,
Who's,
it's not real,
wait,
but 3
Michael
million.
Jordan doesn't have it?
No, like they're not real.
Well, Michael Jordan doesn't have an Instagram.
No.
Yes, he does. It's probably like MJ. Let's look at LeBron.
Jeffrey Michael
King-
Jordan, the official Michael Jordan?
Yeah, that's why I feel like they don't have
No
real
check
ones.
mark?
Isn't
Nah.
it King
This one
James?
has 350K. Michael B. Jordan.
Michael.
That's an actor. He has 19 million.
What is it like?
Michael Jordan's not on there, dude.
Wow, they marked the 8 billion on November 15th, which was my exact half birthday.
Wow.
Does that make you feel good?
That makes me feel terrible. Terrible.
Terrible.
Why?
8 billion is too many people, dude, on my half birthday.
Wait, none of these people have.
Imagine being the 8 billionth person born. Do you think they like win something?
Plaque.
Yeah, that'd
You
be
should.
sick.
That'd be legit.
Do you think that baby is the 8th billion person born?
Is
No.
that what it's saying? How would they know that? There's probably babies being born in Africa that no one knows,
Yeah, there's
right?
babies being born like every second.
Ugh.
And there's people dying every second.
I remember people.
sad.
I remember someone told me when I was younger, 3 babies are born every second, and someone dies every second.
Why is LeBron?
So we're going
James-
3 to 1.
How many he has?
King James?
Yeah, LeBron James.
How many?
137 million.
Yeah, but he's huge.
He's huge. I mean,
He's
he
huge.
got famous at the time that like Instagram was like big. You know what I
But
mean? Kinda?
you also have to question: is that international followers?
Yeah, 100%. They were saying that in the documentary.
Right.
Like, basketball has now crossed over.
Because
Yeah, basketball is huge in like China and like Japan.
like, do you think he
Yeah.
has 20 million followers from China, 20 million followers from
Yeah,
Europe?
he probably does.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like, is the U.S. backing him?
Well, you can just see like 100 people that
The
I
US is
follow
definitely backing
him.
How many?
100 people that I follow
Really?
follow
I
him.
want to see how many with me.
That's a lot. I don't follow him.
Yeah, I do not follow King James.
No. But like that's a lot. But I will say I did jump off, and this was one of my bullet points, the same rock as LeBron James.
Hey, damn, I got 130 people that I follow him.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Jordan climbed up on this rock,
Yeah. Same rock as LeBron James. I can find his Instagram.
What
He has
rock?
it. The rock in Anguilla.
a big, massive, huge, 8-foot tall rock in
No,
Anguilla.
it was like
okay.
20 feet.
20 feet.
Yeah.
How big do you think the jump in?
It wasn't 8 because 8 would have been close to your height.
Oh, the one at the blue hole?
Yeah,
I don't know. I was thinking maybe like 15 feet.
15.
Maybe a little more.
If that was 15,
I'm gonna
then
look it up.
Jordan's was
Actually,
like
maybe
6.
more.
No, it's way more. Anguilla rock jump.
I can find
Right.
the picture.
This is a very, very iPhoned out episode.
Oh,
It
guess
is.
how high it is,
But
Ben.
we're still talking.
How
Ben,
high?
guess how high it is.
Do you really want me to guess?
It's
okay,
30 to
15.33 feet.
30 to 35 feet.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Ben.
No, it's not. You did not jump off a 35-foot rock.
Yes, I did. It's
No,
right
you did
here.
not. I'm sorry, honey. You did not
Ben.
jump off a 35-foot rock.
It says, while I can be 100% sure of the height, I would wager it's between 30 and 35 feet. Ben, why are you like, why?
Jordan, that, you did not jump
Well, I
off a
had a picture.
35-foot rock, Jordan. Are you?
Ben, that's what it says. Look, this is LeBron James jumping off of it.
Does that look 35 feet to you, Makki?
LeBron's like 7 foot tall. Let's see it.
So it's about 14 feet tall.
It took me way longer to jump off this rock than it did LeBron. Well, he's taking a long time. I don't think this is...
But he's not scared. He's just eyeing it up. He's like, all the cameras on me.
It was so scary. No, he is scared. He's hyping himself up. I had hyped myself up for 45
Where
minutes.
did you find this clip?
It's about to end. Oh, there he is. I mean... That
20 feet?
The blue hole might have been bigger than that.
Oh, it was way
by
bigger than
far.
that. Yeah, but I'm saying it
Jordan,
wasn't...
let me see.
Here. You have to go all... It's like takes forever.
Yeah, it does take forever.
But my clip, what do you mean? I had to go a really long time. But it is kind of cool that we were even on the same island as LeBron James at one point. That's cool. And
He wasn't
Beyonce
there when we were there.
No, I know, but there had to be someone famous when we were
1,
there.
2, 3. Okay. So 14, okay, so it's 16 and a half feet tall.
Because what? He's 7 foot.
If you're claiming he's 7
He's not
foot.
Well,
seven
he's
foot.
6'9" or 6'10". I think he's 6'10".
Okay, so it's 15 feet.
Okay, 15 feet. Hello.
Plus the tide was up. That's when you did it.
That's high.
Where's mine?
What,
Yours?
Yours? Your
Yeah.
clip jump?
I can't find it anywhere.
Oh my god.
Didn't you post it?
Yeah, I did post it.
Could have been that long ago. You don't post.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I guess it was a
There's no
year
way it could've been
ago.
that long ago. Oh, here it is. Like, look at me standing.
No, that one's huge. Well, that one's like 35
Let me
feet.
see, Maggie.
Maybe not.
So let me stand at the top of it.
6,
I'm-
12, 18, 24. That's at least 28 feet.
Why?
At
Because
least.
Mackie's... How tall are you?
I
5'?
calculate
I'm
as
like-
he falls.
I'm like 5'9".
Just give him 6-0. He
Yeah.
falls like five and a
Maggie.
half times.
Mackie just said he's 5'9", but I'm pretty sure I'm taller than him. And I'm not 5'9".
But how tall are you?
5'8".
No way.
Yeah. No
I'm-
way.
No way. You're 5.
Yes, I'm like
No,
5'8".
she's 6'1".
Yeah.
I'm 6'7". And you're 5'11".
Yeah,
Maggie.
like Maggie.
I'm almost positive I'm 5'9". Almost positive.
Well, we'll do a measuring
Yeah, we'll do a little measuring
'Cause I'm
contest
not
after
even
this.
like I'm on a good day 5'8". Normally I'm like 5'7" and like 3/4. Now that's what my pediatrician told me.
We'll see.
Mackie, there's no way I'm taller than Mackie, right? I am taller than him.
Yeah, you're taller than him.
I'm definitely taller
100%.
than Mac.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you are.
Wait, did you see this picture of Mac from the wedding? Did I show you?
These iPhones.
Okay, we're almost done anyways. I just think it was funny because Mac
check
just...
the time.
I didn't understand who did Mac's hair.
And Joanne probably did it.
It's so bad. Oh my god. Well, our wedding anniversary is coming up. That's how we can end it.
Yes, it is.
We thoroughly enjoyed Mackie at the wedding. We talked about this last time. He really just, brought it. And we're going back to relive our wedding experience. Did you know that, Mackie?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
We're going back this weekend.
Oh, to the Ritz?
Yeah.
Mackie
That's
should come
nice.
to the brunch.
Yeah, well, how's he going to get there?
You didn't invite him?
Ride his bike? I didn't invite anyone. I was going
Was
to
it
invite
just you two?
Yeah, my parents. But I was going to invite like a lot of people to have brunch, but actually it's a pain in the ass to get in the city because the same thing's going on.
Yeah, the marathon.
The marathon.
Mackie films.
Darn.
What was I gonna say? I forget.
Portugal or honeymoon?
No, just how's it feel?
What?
It's been a year.
Feel?
How's it feel to be married for a year?
Yeah. How's it feel to be friends of us for a year after we've been married?
Did
Feels
things
the same.
change? Do you feel like it feels the same?
Feels the same.
Does it feel better though?
Better in
He
what
said
way?
it feels the same, Jordan.
Do you think we're happier in a better place?
I haven't seen a difference.
Ooh, long
Oh.
pause.
I
Long
no,
pause.
I mean he's
I haven't
thinking
seen a
about it.
difference.
All right, that's good.
Do you think we're happier in a better place?
I do.
Really?
I mean, I literally didn't even think we were getting married.
Yeah, because actually you ruined everything before we got married.
I don't know if I ruined
Guys,
it. I think
guys.
I think there was people outside of the bubble
Guys, I'm gonna
that
say
really just
I'm
really
gonna
just,
just give an alert warning to the world. If you can make it through the wedding planning process,
that you're good to go.
that's the worst time of your whole life.
100% the worst time. It was the worst time of my life. I was ready for rainbows and butterflies, and all I got was backstabs and heartache. Okay, that's what I got the whole time from
Okay.
every side. What do you mean,
That's really heavy.
bridesmaids alone? I wanted to kill him.
And mine was so chill. My bachelor party
Was it though? Because Mackie and Bill had beef.
We did not have beef.
had
Yeah,
beef.
you did.
had
No,
beef.
you
didn't
did.
like-
Dude,
like-
we were broing down. We were bros mess around, you know.
Remember he nodded at you and you snaked him?
Yeah, I thought he was telling me to go on the wave. When you're pound for wave, you go like that. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm going. I thought you like, go ahead, you got this. I thought he was too deep.
That was a crazy
That was
experience.
classic, dude.
That was fun that you guys went there, though. I was happy for you guys. But that was like another thing. Like my bachelorette party, like my bridesmaids was like, I'm not going. I'm not planning anything. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, so mean.
That was pretty selfish.
Who did you go to Florida with? Just mommy or
mommy and Anna, and then
Mommy,
but it was just like I pretty much. It was just it was a horrible experience. They did it good, like thank them for having me go, but I was like one of those people that I was like, okay, I'm just not going to go anywhere. Where I wanted them to be like, no, you're going, but instead they were like, okay, if that's what you want.
Yeah.
And I was like, because I didn't feel like planning it.
Yeah, whereas like Bill was like, all right, where are we going? Where are we going? Every day, being like, yo, I'm planning this. Let's do this. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, well.
But why'd you pick the Bahamas?
I mean, I was sick. We scored.
Because it was the perfect trip.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't drink.
What if someone got ate by a shark, though?
That would have been even better. Well, a shark bit Mackie's foot off.
Almost, yeah. Imagine if that did happen.
If that did happen, what if it hit like a
nerve.
Can you die if you...
Like a...
Oh, yeah, because you have...
like a certain artery down there.
Yeah, you have arteries running through your legs. If like a shark bit your leg at the wrong spot, you could bleed out. Pretty crazy.
And that shark probably would have pulled me into the water. I probably been
yeah, because you're light, too.
All right, he's acting like it wasn't that close. He's acting like the shark had him by the bottom and was swinging him around, and we pulled him out.
You know what you guys should do?
Billy saved my life right there. Ben was like, nah, none's coming. And Billy just tapped me on the shoulder, and I just turned around. There's one right there.
And then one came under the dock. They come where
underneath.
They know if you can see him or not. It's crazy.
I was saying, like, why you guys should have gotten like a fake hand. And then like put it but not like yeah, and then made an Instagram video. You guys would have blown up.
There's a clip of I don't want that karma in my life, but there's a clip of Mike Murphy. Mike Murphy had a fake arm and he sawed it off for a nub video when we were younger. It's pretty classic.
That's pretty crazy. Did he have like blood?
Yeah,
packets?
It was great, dude.
Wow, that's funny.
All right, yeah, sweet. This is it.
Well, we're
this is a Fully Nuking podcast.
Yarned out in Yarnville.
We are yarned out in Yarnville. That's a nice shirt.
What'd you say?
Yarned out in Yarnville, and then like a house.
A guy passed out underneath a palm tree.
Yeah. Makki, do that.
That would be pretty sick.
Wow, you better write that down.
I can remember that.
Well, that's what I say.
Actually, yeah, you should actually have an IV drip off the palm tree, and it says like seizure medicine. It'd be sick. That's like just one of those details that like only the real ones would.
Yeah, I love that pass out under a palm tree. I love that idea.
That's pretty sick.
And like a belly, like a nice belly and like stick figure legs.
He was getting rid of his belly. He's been working out.
It's not supposed to be Makki. I'm just saying in general, I could see that. Like it's so cute.
Well, I need somebody that can like do that for me.
Oh, I'll find you one. Let's go. Oh my god, that's such a good idea. You have to make that.
All right.
Sick.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for tuning in. This has been the Fully Nuking podcast. Another amazing time. Thank you, Makki Films, for joining us.
Thanks, Makki.
Thank you for having me.
_films. Thank you, JVern, for joining us in your own house. And thank you for everyone who's been supporting the podcast. It's been a really fun ride. We've been having a great time with it. And it's just a good time between friends. We hope that we uplift you when you watch. You have a good time. You enjoy it. You laugh. And you get motivated. Those are the goals. And we'll see you next week for the dream.
See ya.
Bye. Wait, I have a question.
What?
How, Makki...
Oh, excuse me.
How about